Genesis 9 has Mapthir over there in the margin. Then God as noun and verb said unto Moses, Go in unto Pharaoh, and tell him, Thus saith. God as noun and verb. The deity of the Hebrews. Let my people go, that they may serve me. For if thou refuse to let them go, and wilt hold them still, behold, the hand of God as noun and verb is upon thy cattle, which is in the field, upon the horses, upon the donkeys, upon the camels, upon the oxen, and upon the sheep. There shall be a very grievous murrain, and God as noun and verb shall sever between the cattle of Israel and the cattle of Egypt. And there shall nothing die of all that belongeth to the children of Israel. And God as noun and verb appointed a set time, saying, Tomorrow God as noun and verb shall do this thing in the land. And God as noun and verb did that thing on the morrow, and all the cattle of Egypt died. But of the cattle of the children of Israel died not one. And Pharaoh sent, and behold, there was not one of the cattle of the Israelites dead. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not let the people go. And God as noun and verb said unto Moses and unto Aaron, Take to you handfuls of ashes of the furnace, and let Moses sprinkle it toward the heaven in the sight of Pharaoh. And it shall become small dust in all the land of Egypt, and shall be a boil breaking forth, with blains upon man and upon beast, throughout all the land of Egypt. And they took ashes of the furnace, and stood before Pharaoh, and Moses sprinkled it up toward heaven, and it became a boil breaking forth, with blains upon man and upon beast. And the magicians could not stand before Moses because of the boils, for the boil was upon the magicians and upon all the Egyptians. And God as noun and verb hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he hearkened not unto them. Well, have we seen? Yeah, it sounds like God at, not unto them, as God as noun and verb had spoken unto Moses. And God as noun and verb said unto Moses, Rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh, and say unto him, Thus saith God as noun and verb, the God of the Hebrews, Let my people go, that they may serve me. For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth. Notice that Arab and Hebrew is the same letters, just switching the B and the R. For now I will stretch out my hand, that I may smite thee and thy people with pestilence, and thou shalt be cut off from the earth. And in very deed for this cause I have raised thee up, for to show in thee my power, and that my name may be declared throughout all the earth. As yet exaltest thou thyself against my people, that thou wilt not let them go. Behold, tomorrow, about this time, I will cause it to rain a very grievous hail, such as hath not been in Egypt since the foundation thereof, even until now. Send therefore now, and gather thy cattle, and all that thou hast in the field, whereupon every man and beast which shall be found in the field, and shall not be brought home, the hail shall come down upon them, and they shall die. And he feared the word of God as noun and verb among the servants of Pharaoh, he that feared the word of God as noun and verb among the servants of Pharaoh made servants and cattle flee into the houses. And he that regarded not the word of God as noun and verb left his servants and his cattle in the field. Okay. And you see this like with the people of Saleh in the Quran, that God sends a message and overall the people reject, but there's some people among them that accept and they take action, and they don't face things quite the same as everybody else. And God has noun and verb said unto Moses, stretch forth thine hand toward heaven, that there may be hail in all the land of Egypt, upon man and upon beast and upon every herb of the field throughout the land of Egypt. And Moses stretched forth his rod toward heaven, and God has noun and verb sent thunder and hail, and the fire ran along upon the ground, and God has noun and verb rained hail upon the land of Egypt. So there was hail, and fire was flaming up amidst the hail, very grievous, such as there was none like it in all the land of Egypt, since it became a nation. And hail smote throughout all the land of Egypt, all that was in the field, both man and beast. And the hail smote every herb of the field, and brake every tree of the field. Only in the land of Goshen, where the children of Israel were, was there no hail. And Pharaoh sent and called for Moses and Aaron, and said unto them, I have sinned this time. God has noun and verb is righteous, and I and my people are wicked. Entreat God has noun and verb, for it is enough, that there be no more mighty thunderings and hail, and I will let you go, and ye shall stay no longer. And Moses said unto him, as soon as I am gone out of the city, I will spread abroad my hands unto God as noun and verb, and the thunder shall cease. Neither shall there be any more hail, that thou mayest know how that the earth is God as a noun and verbs. But as for thee and thy servants, I know that ye will not yet fear God as noun and verb divinity. And the flax and the barley was smitten, for the barley was in the ear and the flax was in bloom. But the wheat and the rye were not smitten, for they were not grown up. And Moses went out of the city from Pharaoh, and spread abroad his hands unto God as noun and verb, and the thunders and hail ceased, and the rain was not poured upon the earth. And when Pharaoh saw that the rain and the hail and the thunders were ceased, he sinned yet more, and hardened his heart, he and his servants. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, neither would he let the children of Israel go, as God as a noun and verb had spoken by Moses. And before starting section 15 of Tanakh, Ba, we have it point us to the Haftarah, Ezekiel 28:25 to 29:21. And Aber in Hebrew means beyond this side. Crossing a region from over, passage, quarter, side, straight, opposite. Translate, turn away, fearing man, be wrath, shave, cause to make a sound, speedily, provoke to anger, perish, proclaim, partition, overrun, meddle, have, enter, deliver, rent, conduct, escape, do away, gender, cover and copulation, alienate, alter, beyond, arb, diverse sorts, mass gathering, sweet, pleasant, willow, mingled people, mixed, woof, the same sort of gathering that insects do, but it's not the word for insects. It's, oh, well, I guess there is the word, it's been referenced like it's a mosquito. But remember, the Semites, the real Semites, are people that are, from Northeast Africa. So they're kind of between the nations. In America, we'd call them black, but they're, they're mixed between Negroid and Caucasoid and Asiatic because, they're at that crossroads. Now, what we call the Persians or the Iranians are more on the Caucasoid Asiatic side. So those are the two main mixed races, and you could say those are the races that are spreading the most because of the intermixing, right? Yammer Yahweh al Mashah Ba al Parah Gidbert al Yu Kah Amr Yahweh al Hi Habrim Shulch at Ami we abdni ki man ata leshlich wowduk majazik bamhna yad Yahweh huyah bamknak asher bajda basu sim bajmurim bug malim bepker wabsan deber kbid mad wa plah Yahweh bin Makna Yashral Wabin Makna Matsrim Wallah Yamut Makal Labni Yashral Dipper Wisham Yahweh Mu'ad Lamer Matur Yahsha Yahweh Hatber Heza Bartz Wiash Yahweh At Hedber Hazah Memchert Wimut Kul Makna Matzrim Wum Makna Bani Yashral La Mut Achid Wishlich Per'ah Wahna La Mut Mumkna Yashral Ad Achid Wikbad Lab Per'ah Wallah Shulch at Ham We Amr Yahweh al Masha Wal Ahran Qachu Lakam Mallah Hapnikam Peach Kibshan was Raku Masha Hashmima Laini Per'ah Wahya Labak al Kul Arts Matsrim Wahya al Hadam Wal Habhama Leshchin Leshhin Perch Ab at Buckle Arts Mitzrim, Wikchu at Peach, Hekbushen, we Amdu, Lepni Per'ah, Wizrak at Tu, Bashah, Hamimah, we he, Shachin, Abad, Abad, Perch, Badam, Wab, Bahma, Wallah, Yaklu, Hetch, Ruthmim, Lamed, Lepni, Mashah, Mapni, Hesh, Chin, Ki Hya, Hesh, Chin, Butcherthmum, Wabkul, Mitzrim, Wich Zak, Yahweh, At, Lib, Per'ah, Wallah, Shema'ah, Alham, Kasher, Dibber, Yahweh, Al-Mashah, we Amr, Yahweh, Al-Mashah, Hashkum, Babkar, Wah, Titzib, Lepni, Per'ah, Wamrat, Al-Yu, Kah, Amr, Yahweh, Al-Hi, Habrim, Shulch at Ami, we Abdani, Ki, Bab'am, Hazat, Ani, Shulch at Kul, Manpati, Al-Libak, Wab Abdik, Wab Amak, Babur, Tada, Ki, Ain, Kamni, Bekel, Hearts, Ki, Ata, Schultzti, at Yindi, Wag, Autuk, Wat, Ammak, Budbur, Wat, Kutchid, Man, Hearts, Wowlam, Babur, Zat, Hamad, Tik, Babur, Her Atuk, at Kahi, Walaman, Supper, Shami, Buckle, Hearts, Auduk, Mastulil, Bami, Lebleti, Shulchum, Hani, Memthir, Cat, Mature, Bird, Kebed, Mad Asher, La Hya, Kamhu, Bumtsrim, Lemon Hyum, Husada, Wad Ata, Wata, Shulch, Haz, at Mukna, Wat Kul Asher, Luk Bushda, Kul Hadam, Wah Bahma, Asher Mutza, Bushda, Wala Yasip, Habita, Wirad, Alham, Habrad, Wamtu, Hira, at Dibber, Yahweh, Mabdi, Per'ah, Hanis, at Abdu, Wat, Maknahu, Al, Habtim, Washer, La Shem, Labu, Al, Dibber, Yahweh, we Azib, at Abdu, Wat, Maknahu, Beshda, we Amu, could be Yammer, probably. Yahweh al-Mashah, Nathah, at Yaduk al Hashmim Wihi Bird Buckle Arts Matsrim al Hadam Wal Hub Hama Wal Kul Ashab Heshda Barts Matsrim Weeth Masha at Mathu al Hashmim Wihwa Netan Qult Wabrud Wat Hulk Ash Artza Wimther Yahweh Bird al Arts Matsrim Wihi Bird Wash Matul Kahat Batuk Hebrud Kabid Mod Asher Law Yah Kamhu Buckle Arts Matsrim Maz Hita Lagui Week Habrud Buckle Arts Matsrim at Kul Asher Bashda Madam Wad Bahma Wat Kul Ashab Hashda Haka Habrud Wat Kul Ats Hashda Shibur Ruk Barts Gishan Asher Shem Bani Yishral La Hya Bird Wishlach Pur'ah Wikra Lemsha Wal Ahran Wi Amr Alham Chathati Habam Yahweh Hetzdik Wani Wami Hershayim Hatyeru Al Yahweh Werb Mahit Kult Alhim Wabrud Wash Lecha Atkum Wala Taspun Lamed We Amr Al Yu Masha Ketzati at Hayer Aprash at Kapi Al Yahweh Maklut Yichdolun Wah Bird La Yahya Aud Lam'an Tada P Lihwah Hearts Wata Wabadik Yid Ati Ki Therm T Round Mapni Yahweh Alhim Wah Pashta Wah Shara Nepta Ki Hashara Abib Wah Pashta Gabal Wah Chatha Wah Kasmat La Naku Ki Apilat Hana Witsa Masha Mam Pur'ah at Hayer Weeprash Kapu Al Yahweh Wich Delu Haklut Wah Bird Wapthur La Natak Artza Wira Pur'ah Ki Hadal Hamthur Wah Bird Wah Kult Wisif Lechtha Weekbud Lamu Hawa Wah Budyu Wabdu Wich Sak Lib Pur'ah Wallah Shulch at Bani Yisrael Kasher Deber Yahweh Bid Masha. Now, might we say instead that rather than God hardening Moses' heart, is that Moses, not Moses, Pharaoh, that Pharaoh hardened his heart regarding God?